Situational handicappers are in a bit of a bind this week when it comes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Chicago Bears matchup. The Buccaneers won for just the second time this season with a convincing 27-7 win at Washington. This week's game marks their third road game in 4 weeks. On the flip side, the Chicago Bears also picked up a win in their last game, but looming on the horizon is a Thanksgiving Day matchup on a short week with their NFC North rivals, the Detroit Lions. This certainly presents a tricky situation for bettors who seem to like the road team early in the week. The Bears come in as 5.5-point favorites. Lovie Smith will make his return to Chicago as the Buccaneers head coach. Smith was 81-63 in his 9 seasons with the Bears, with a 3-3 record in the postseason. It's been a tough first season in Tampa with a very young Buccaneers team. The Bucs are just 2-8 on the year, but 2 of their losses are in overtime and 2 others are by less than a touchdown. Josh McCown took the quarterback job back in Week 10 and led the Bucs to a road win in Week 11 with a 288-yard, 2-touchdown performance without any turnovers. Mike Evans is starting to flex his muscle as one of the game's top wide receivers. After racking up 25 catches for 338 yards and 2 touchdowns in his first 6 games, Evans has 21 catches for 458 yards and 5 touchdowns over his last 3. The Chicago Bears snapped a 3-game losing streak with a 21-13 win over the Vikings last week. The Bears defense was able to settle in after allowing 106 points to Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers in their previous 2 games. The Vikings certainly lack the firepower of those 2 teams, and the Bucs fall into that same category. It's hardly a coincidence that the Bears have held their opponents to 20 points or less in each of the 4 wins. Lovie Smith is 2-8 straight up and 4-6 against the spread in his first season as Tampa Bay's head coach. Overall, Smith is now 86-74 straight up and 74-80-5 against the number. Mark Trestman is 4-6 straight up and against the number this season. The Bears are 12-4 straight up and an ugly 8-16-2 against the number on Trestman's watch. The Tampa Bay Bucs are going to play extremely hard for their head coach this week in his return to Chicago. The Bucs have been a scrappy team all season long, and Josh McCown seems to have found something with the rest of the offense over the last couple of weeks. Weather will not be a major factor, which is a concern for a Southern team coming in at this time of the year. So the Bucs should be able to move the football on this poor Bears defense. The best tool that a handicapper can have is access to information. In the Bang the Book Betting Center, we have everything you need to arm yourself for this weekend's matchups.